method and use our pseudo-fake knockoff generic Nerf guns.
Because they don't want to get kicked in the face, but
Nice shot!
It really started off with them, you know, getting me into like the metal scene, the metalcore scene, even though it was more like, you know, that alternative emo, if you will, in the beginning. And then it really started branching out to
don't put emo in air quotes. It was emo.
It was emo.
Census fails emo.
It was emo, not no more.
Still are.
Not no more.
If you put them up against...
But then it really started branching out to like Color Morale, Memphis Made Fire, you know.
More emo.
That's never gonna leave me, is it?
No. Brandon,
You were
game
Brandon
over.
immediately.
When's your birthday? You're getting eyeliner.
Cut my wrist and black my eyes, baby.
Jesus.
All right.
He didn't want to admit Hawthorne Heights, but Hawthorne Heights is one of his big inspirations.
Nicky FM was my jam.
Oh my god.
Ohio is for love.
Even Ohio doesn't.
So yeah.
Are you done?
Mayfire?
Good.
Dave-O?
Memphis Made Fire,
Memphis
Color Morale, you know,
Okay.
those were my big inspirations. So yeah.
Let's guess. You'll be surprised.
As far as for me, when it comes for writing-wise musical inspiration, when the metalcore scene like first kicked off, like way back in the day, like the early 2000s.
That's not back in the day. Anything before
Me and him got into this
1982
We legit had this argument hours ago.
It's not back in the fucking day. Fuck you. You're making me feel you're making me feel old. I'm not old.
It was a Wednesday.
I'm
by the way.
mature.
Season.
I know your pain. I'm the oldest one in the band.
Ramps over here. Ramps.
But anyway, like the early 2000s when metalcore first started kicking off, I found this band called Catherine. They're not around anymore. They didn't really become very popular, but musically and lyrically they were phenomenal.
I listened to him on the way here, actually.
And he enjoyed it. It's the first time he heard them,
dig
and he was like, yeah, they're pretty good. I'm like, it's a shame that they're not around anymore. Their lead singer passed away, so they really couldn't continue. But I drew a lot of inspiration from that. And then just a plethora of other different bands at the time. Bullet for My Valentine, Avenged Sevenfold, Killswitch Engage, August Burns Red.
Okay, Killswitch Engage is the first thing that made any goddamn sense. I want to be honest with everyone here.
I've played you August Burns Red.
Yeah, but Killswitch Engage made more sense.
Not Avenged Sevenfold?
What?
You've never heard of Avenged Sevenfold?
Oh, I've heard of Avenged Sevenfold. I just didn't think they made sense.
Don't waste your time.
No, I know.
Fuck you.
I've heard.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's strange. Like people assume like I draw most of my inspiration from Avenged Sevenfold because they're my favorite band, but that's not the case. Like I enjoy their music. I love them to death. They're a great band. It's just that when it comes for me writing music, that's not my cup of tea.
Right.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Me.
You guys got like 15 minutes because Mike's just gonna go on.
I'm gonna fill this.
Hold on,
goddamn
let me
thing.
settle this.
Me personally, I grew up listening to a lot of classic rock. You know, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith. That's the stuff I grew up on.
Finally, somebody with some fucking taste.
And then, I like probably any other fan of metal music, I kind of branched out, went from there, like, okay, then I went to Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, those thrash acts. Then I discovered, like, what I considered my first taste of metalcore, which was Vance, fuck you and your eggs.
Happy Easter!
Bands like All That Remains, Trivium, Killswitch Engage.
Wow.
That's the stuff that I started getting into that was a little bit more heavier and faster. And then I went balls deep in the Lamb of God, tested it, Dream Theater, Opeth, bands like that.
Dream Theater.
That's kind
They've
of
only
where
been around for like 30 years.
Yeah.
and
in that time, they've played 3 songs.
that's right. This album, Only
That's a
has
lot
3
more than Slayer.
songs, but they're
It's 45
25 minutes each.
Fucking dream.
But as far as writing that, and it's weird because being in a metalcore band, that's kind of where I draw my writing inspiration from, is bands like Lamb of God, like and specifically not necessarily from Testament, but the drummer who's with Testament on the road at the moment, Gene Hoglan. A lot of his stuff I kind of draw inspiration from this because I think he's a phenomenal drummer, as I did with any band I listen to. I mean, that's the first thing I take notice to.
To be honest, it meshes very well in what you guys make. It really meshes in there.
Well, I mean, I even
There's a sidebar going on over there.
Yeah, there's actually 2 going on. There's one over there. There's one over there.
I told
Sorry.
No, it's part of it. You know,
It's a DTM interview.
People talk. When Dave approached me about joining, I mean, I obviously did not come from a metalcore background at all, or what most people would consider metalcore. And I'm like, well, you know, hell, I'll give it a shot. You know, why not? How hard could it be? I thought, and then you know,
That's usually the famous last words.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not to cut you off, but I mean, our first few practices with what was my first lineup with the band, my hands were blistered. I was not used to playing
Fast and heavy, man.
that fast and that hard. I wasn't.
This is that shit that will beat you down track after track after track after track.
And
You know what? Actually, Mike and I had a conversation earlier today, and I like metalcore music. I love metalcore music. It's great. It's not my first choice. Like if I'm on Pandora or something like that, it's not my first choice. But I dig it. I like the time changes. I like the transitions. The breakdowns are second to none. But you know, it's just I don't know.
It's a different animal.
Yeah,
It's
it is a different animal. But heavy, like I like heavy metal.
yeah.
Like that's where it comes from. I like heavy fucking metal. Like that's
From an interviewer's standpoint, this is the kind of question we like to ask. All right? This gets a lot of perspective into you guys and how you have built what you are. Right? And this is what the fans want to hear. Okay? This gives a little insight into where you pull your information from, where you get that kind of process. So, you know, was that a little long-winded for them? Maybe.
It
But
might have been.
From us, that
Come on,
gives
guys.
us a bigger
You wanted to
picture
know.
as to how
You
you,
wanted to
have
know.
created what you've created.
You wanted to know.
The thing, at least in my opinion,
Don't
with
know it,
City of Ember, I don't want City of Ember to be just another metalcore band. No, I want City of Ember to be kind of playing off what Devin said earlier. Is I want City of Ember to be City of Ember. I want to fall under categories of like, and actually another conversation we had today, bands like Pantera. What do you really consider Pantera as far as
Isn't
a
it
genre?
delicious?
System of a Down. What can you consider them? I want City of Ember to fall under that, to where like you need to listen to these guys. They're incredibly
Bad things are gonna
different.
happen.
label out
You know, cold cock.
for all your whiskey needs.
And I mean,
That's what I want it to be.
Oh, that's dangerous.
and I mean, and I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said a
Good
little
shit.
bit too, because
That's better than Fireball.
like when I
make bad choices on it.
when I really wanted to get City going to where it
not
was, my whole goal behind it was 2 things: play metal and save a life. That's really what City's about. Like, yeah, we fall under that metalcore umbrella, so to speak, but I mean, we have songs out there that have like a hardcore feel. Like you know, the second song we played at our show, Two-Faced.
Right.
You know, it's got a very hardcore beat 'em up feel. You got, you know, one of our
Makes you want to just
right.
oh.
I mean, we could, you know,
Our music has a little bit of everything. It makes
does.
you want to jump. It makes
It
you want
does.
to mosh. It makes you want to dance. It makes you want to headbang.
Makes you want to kick monitors. Apparently,
It does. It makes you want. It makes you want to try and jump on a stage and bust your ass. It's
And then complain about it
where
in
that
practice.
where that comes from. Just a little side note here. Last time, the only time we played Sherman Theater, we were all pumped up. Sherman Theater is the biggest show we've ever played. Everything was going great. We sounded good. The chemistry was awesome. You know, the crowd was into it. I jumped off the stage to engage the crowd. The cloud.
Nobody
Well, see,
understands
that's
the
it. Nobody
cloud.
understands.
I jumped off the stage to engage the crowd, and I went I went to go back on the stage and like kind of little hop, skip, and a jump onto the stage. Lost my footing and busted my ass. Hit my shin, cut my shin open. Getting onto the stage, and
We had a good laugh about it.
And
Did that stop you?
no,
Hey,
no,
no,
Came back strong.
Exactly.
The
Came back
injuries and the stuff that goes with them.
It's part of the
Well,
game.
that's just it. That's get out of here. Stop.
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with the territory.
Yeah, like making knives. We're gonna get cut. Anyhow, next question.
I think it's
It's you.
is it me?
Yeah, it was you.
Wait, because you just went, right?
Did you just?
No.
No, you.
No,
went.
I-
No, you went.
You
I
went.
went.
Right?
You
Your
went.
turn.
So it's Jared.
It's
yeah,
my
Jared.
turn.
Yeah.
I will do the gun now.
Hey.
If you fart now, I swear.
What are you gonna do?
I will.
Hadouken!
I will.
I don't know. I
I'll
tore
insert
some
this.
ass here.
Where do you stand?
Like right
on
about
the ground.
There's all right.
there. On the.
Don't gangster kill it.
Stand in the air.
My God.
Wow!
The wall.
Way left.
You can't. Yeah. Did you look at the board?
I'm pointing it out.
looking
These
at the
these
board.
two are veterans, and
This is
they
a man
can't hit
who is
a damn
defending our
thing.
country.
Okay, so here's the deal. That landed exactly where Dave was.
Out of the way.
Let's try again. Try again.
One more time.
You're sucking up the shot, dude.
All right.
Turn your head.
Four.
That was
Wow.
a solid 4.
That was nice.
Nice harmony. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. You guys want to spawn in City of Ember?
No, absolutely. We don't. No.
We
no.
Maybe at practice I can do some guttural growl, but I won't go on stage. You
We can
guys
get
got-
we can get two
you guys got a
guys
good
percussion.
All right. Number 4. On a scale of 1 to even, can you?
No.
I can't even.
I odded once. It was weird, but I liked where I was.
Okay. All right, man.
You are a very special individual.
I'm a special kind of stupid.
You know what? I can even
Oh,
sometimes.
Sometimes.
That wasn't an option.
No, it was. It was.
Oh, yeah, it was on level.
It was.
I apologize.
Apology.
So on the scale, he
Happy
can.
to do, Chief.
So
He can.
congratulations to you. You're one of the few who can. Next question.
All right, now it is time to change places.
oh God, I'm not.
I wasn't prepared for
got this.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Come on.
Dave didn't move. Dave didn't move.
Dave's still here.
Yep. Just like every song.
Everyone's just gonna see.
We changed places.
As you can tell, that was not
Almost
scripted
exact
whatsoever.
Yes.
Wow.
Almost.
Okay.
Almost.
All right.
All right.
So apparently you
That's
can't.
me.
So it's whoever's next in the list because I've lost track.
It's Dave.
It is Dave.
So since you didn't
Dave Alander.
Did you just see my gender?
I said you have to change it.
Whatever it was, it's not now.
All right.
It's something else. Let's go.
9.
Again?
Again.
9.
Pick another card.
All right. Another card.
Hey-oh.
7.
Jack.
Shit.
That would
Of all
have been,
trades.
that would have been 11. Again.
You suck at
You
this
suck
game.
at this game. Really.
8 is open.
You suck at interview.
You're welcome.
Really deep question, guys.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready for this? Just kind of pull it together.
Oh, here
Pull
we
your-
go. Here.
Pull your shit together. Why is milk?
Why is
See now, back in Nam,
Why is milk?
Proud of you.
Is it milk? No, milk.
is it milk?
Why is
There's
milk?
no E. Milk. That is an I.
Well,
Milk.
you see, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
You see,
No,
that's
no.
episode.
Different situation.
Yes.
Ham.
Are you saying ham?
Ham.
And
Is there?
M.
2 M's.
M. Oh, Pam.
What?
Yo.
You got lost there.
Helmets and crayons. for
Stream
all
of
you.
consciousness.
This is Devin and his merry band of retards.
Next.
Miguel.
Yo, let's get the gun out of the way.
All right.
If you miss
this
if
shot-
you missed the shot, what are we gonna do?
We're out of shots.
We got one dart up on
Yeah.
the board.
Apparently, I'm the only one that can stick it. Just saying.
Kristen.
I agree. I hate you.
How's your sex life?
9.
9.
All right.
Wow,
knock
you
it
guys,
off.
what the
Who
fuck?
put 9 there?
Okay, we're gonna go with 6 this time. If that's open.
You hit
Nope.
9, but we're going to go 4. Right?
I already did 4.
Did we do a reload and make him shoot again?
Zippity zappity.
Do I have
Change
to get
over.
Do I have to get a fire extinguisher?
No.
Yes.
Yes. What?
Changeover? Is that what you're calling it?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Good.
I just picked one and pointed at it.
At random because we boogered this up something fierce.
We figured you guys would aim on different spots of the board.
Yes.
Well, when you can't look.
Are any of you available as a tutor for me in English, math, spelling, and handwriting?
Why are we thinking about this? Like, why? We all just took a breath at the same time. Like,
Are we? Are we available?
did somebody talk about this?
Okay. Now.
And 100%, what you just witnessed is a Drop This Media interview at its best.
Okay, but it's not done. Changeover.
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 All right. At this point in the interview, we have a special segment for the viewers. You guys ask us a question.
Wow.
That's not a question.
No, I mean,
Ask us something.
Technically a question, but I don't think it falls in the guidelines.
There are guidelines in this?
just one question.
We get one question each.
Or one question.
All right. We have ruled one each.
One each. Mike?
Why is it starting with me?
You're at the end of the table.
You got thrown under the struggle bus.
Thrown under the trouble bus.
Hey, so, I guess a good question to ask would, why did you guys start Drop Test Media?
That's a good question.
Do you want to take this one, or do you want me to?
I'll start it and
Yeah, it's general, but I mean for people
general
that,
question.
General question.
Okay.
Anyhow,
for those people that don't know,
Well,
that's what they want to know.
This is another.
I'm sure any of your fans that might watch this, they don't know why we started it, so it is a really good question.
so a few years ago, it's what, 3 or 4 years now?
It's been almost 4 years.
It's been a hot minute. We started with we had a problem, we had a shared problem that everything you heard on the radio was played over and over and over again
We
until
actually
you hated
defined
it.
a term for it. It's called over-mediification.
So,
You mean like musically?
yes.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh,
radio
yeah,
play
like,
the same song over and
Perfect
over.
example. Perfect example. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
This is our
Last year, Sound of Silence came out.
Oh, God. They
The
killed
first time I heard it,
Wow,
I loved it. It was great. It was awesome. It was different. But then you turn on every
One of the best
fucking
covers
radio
ever, and then
station,
every
and
time,
they
yeah.
shove it down your fucking throat.
Yeah.
And now I hate it. I can't stand it.
They play it till you hate it.
Most recently, it was Beartooth, who we have played on the show in the past, and a band that we like. I believe it's Hate is the new song. I've tuned it
Yeah.
out. I've heard it so many times. 97.9X, 97.1 BHT, 98.5, whatever the hell they are.
Rock
now.
107. We'll play more ACDC than ACDC.
Yes. Yes.
One day, I heard this brand new release 4 times. I don't want to listen to the song anymore. Congratulations, you have doomed that song to
Play it till you hate it.
mediocrity at best.
That's why I hate top 40 music.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we started it, and we started it playing deep tracks of stuff that, like, let's take for example one of the biggest metal bands out there, Metallica. Everybody knows what song by Metallica?
Understand?
Enter Sandman. It's been played more times than I care to fucking realize. It's actually a decent song. It's good. It's well done. It's well produced. It's
It's got a good message to it.
It's just a great song. But it's been played so much, it's hated by every Metallica fan out there. And they have a library of music of 30 fucking years you can choose from. And they either play the latest thing they've done or Enter Sandman.
That's true.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you'll get Master of Puppets.
Right.
Or
If you catch them on a good day.
On a good day.
Every once
On
in
a
a
good
while.
day, yeah. And so that's what started this whole thing. And it started as a podcast where we were just basically playing deeper tracks, unknown bands, whatever we could find
And
that would feed that
That's
need.
how some of this stuff that you're seeing in the background came about. We would go through each other's iPods and find you know, that lost track on that particular album, or like I'm listening to something that he's never heard of.
Yes.
And he's got some obscure band that I've never listened to, and kind of sharing that, and then saying, hey, you as a listener who only listens to the radio,
What do you think of this?
here's another one. Check
Right.
this out. And
This
that's
band
how-
is actually pretty good.
So
aside from
you
what
guys
they
did this basically to try and persuade people, like, hey,
There's more.
branch out
Yeah,
there.
like,
Yeah,
don't-
branch out.
Try something you
Who knows?
might not like.
Maybe you'll
try
like
something
metalcore.
different.
Maybe
Yeah.
you'll
Right.
like
Right.
death metal.
Right.
Maybe you'll
Exactly.
like, you know,
nail on the head.
Yep.
Banish pop music. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
knows?
And for a while there,
K-pop.
K-pop is hot though.
K-pop. K-pop is
I'm
my
not.
shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of the music, but goddamn the videos.
Dude, they're like 14.
Quite.
Not the point.
And most of them
All right,
men.
that's getting too far off topic.
Whoa! Let's bring it back. We're bringing
Next
it back.
one.
Anyhow, so what ended up happening? I'm sorry to cut in here, but what ended up happening is the core of Drop Test Media right here, myself, Chaco, and Skee Ball. What we ended up happening was we all got day jobs, and we couldn't really get together anymore. Well, then I got a new job. He started working at that job. We started making knives. And when we started posting some of the stuff about the knife making, people loved it. People loved that we were making stuff. So we
Honestly,
just started
I watch-
making shit.
I watch like Forge videos constantly.
Yeah, that's
All the time.
And that's what we're getting
minutes
into.
before you guys came in. It was a mix of forging videos and Jimmy DiResta. Jimmy, if you're watching, that's awesome.
He's not watching.
He's not watching.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
Um,
tag him. Then maybe
Jimmy
he'll watch.
DiResta, Simple Little Life, like all of these different.
Alex
makers.
Steele. He's following us on Instagram.
Michael
Yes.
Cthulhu.
Exactly.
Right.
These are guys who build things, and we have found that where this is awesome, the viewers don't necessarily want this.
Right.
They want this, which happens to be a mix of making knives and
Screwing
ER
around.
visits and screwing around
Heavy
and
metal.
music
Metal.
and
Unfortunately, due to YouTube's algorithm and various other mass media sources for us to get noticed, we cannot play actual music on here. We either have to play you guys or what's that thing you found on Spotify?
there is a royalty-free version on Spotify.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
It's Twitch metal. It's designed for Twitch gamers and guys who stream on Twitch.
And half of it's like EDM slash
It's not metal.
metal-ish.
Yeah.
It's not metal.
It's like a
Calm
third
down.
of it's metal.
Calm down.
Before I joined City of Ember, I was very heavy into making EDM music. Like that was
Electric death metal.
Isn't that what you do anyway? It's like I don't understand.
that was
Maybe.
that was my thing, and then out of the blue, Dave was like, "Hey, I'm starting a band." I was like, "Cool, that's good for you."
And that's as far
I
as
was
it
active duty Army at the time, so I was like, "Fantastic." And then I came home for leave for I think like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's like, "Hey, we're playing the show. We'd like you to come out." I'm like, "Oh, well, what's the band lineup look like?" He's like, "Oh, we got me, I'm singing, and then we got
Couple
Mike on
others,
drums,
yeah.
and then the guitarist and everything
Who's
like
that?
that."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, who's playing bass?" He's like, "Oh, we don't have a bassist. We're just gonna wing it." I was like, "That can't happen."
Well, thank you.
Pretty much how it
We
happened.
thank you. Okay, wait. Next question.
All right. This is going to take a little time, but I'm changing the question from what I normally ask. Individually, if you were stuck on a desert island with 3 albums to stick with for the rest of your life, what would those 3 albums be? We'll start with you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wham.
Dicks out.
Usually it's 5, but I dropped it down to 3.
Dropped to 3. Okay.
Oh, it was like
well, in sake
2016.
of time, I appreciate that. That's actually a very tough one because I don't listen to.
You could just drop 3 names right now, but we could talk about it later.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Awful.
Yeah.
it's
Awful.
rough for me because my music is always on shuffle.
Okay.
It's usually Pandora or Spotify or I got Sirius XM again. It's a grab bag. If I had to listen to something, and I'm sure something is going to get thrown at me here.
No judgment.
In all honesty, one of them would be Skrillex.
Which one?
My name is Scarlet.
Gary Monster's Nice Sprites, I believe.
Whatever
Yeah,
album that is on.
Whatever album that's on.
That's the name
again,
of the album.
and I apologize for not knowing this because I do shuffle all the time.
Hurry up!
It's hard for
There's
me.
two other hosts here.
It is a very hard question.
It is.
Way to be that guy.
But it's a good question.
It is a good
It's
question.
a great question.
In all honesty, I'm a fan of the newer kind of metal stuff. I would have to go with
If you say Five Finger Death Punch, I'm coming across
No.
the table.
probably new Metallica, the newest album.
Great.
Hardware for some. It's
They went back to their
Metallica
roots.
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
at
that's
it.
what-
They are in
Yeah.
top fucking form right now.
Their guitars are a little out of tune, but hey.
Yeah.
Sticklers.
It's Metallica. They can do what they want.
And
You're
then-
right. You're damn right.
Damn straight.
Kirk
And-
Hammett doesn't know on a pentatonic scale.
He doesn't
This
know what it
is-
is.
Doesn't
This
have
is
to.
another one.
He has a wah
Can't-
pedal.
Can't say no.
Hey, he's trying to answer the question.
The final one, and this one, and again, I apologize should the band randomly come across us. I'm a huge fan of Texas in July from
Yes.
Pennsylvania.
Ooh, some
Yeah,
heavy, some heavy
Lancaster.
shit.
So
Do they have new stuff out?
No, they're no longer.
They're no longer.
Yeah.
I
No
used
longer.
to dig just Texas
my
in
God,
July.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that they were from Pennsylvania.
Yep, Lancaster.
So those are my shoot from the hip, the quickest ones I would
Good
pick
answers.
because there's a
Alright.
dozen more.
Ski ball.
All right, just to like 3 albums that I would need is definitely one from Queen. I'm a huge. I don't care what this
It's
man
true.
did with his body. Freddie Mercury was one of the greatest voices ever.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he was the greatest singer.
There
In
are
the
so
in
many
mainstream
greats
music.
there.
He was the greatest.
There are
singer.
so many
I'm
greats
convinced
out there.
Auto
He's one.
Tunes is made from his voice.
What is
Auto-tune?
Auto-tune.
Like what all these new singers use and yeah.
Abandon all ships.
All right. So
Definitely.
anything by Queen.
Edit like anything by Queen. Definitely the new album by Slipknot. I feel you there. I love what they do. Corey Taylor is an amazing
That
lead
was
singer.
incredibly deep.
Yeah, I mean the Great Chapter it's awesome.
Oh yeah. It is.
And then
It's a big turnaround.
for the
from
third one,
all
that's
it's done.
tough, especially for my listening pleasure because I'm not just metal.
It's true. His iPod was always the most diverse.
Yes,
in
I-
what was on there.
Yeah, 'cause you have like
Well, I mean, you just
classical
went
and all that
from
shit
yeah.
on there,
Queen
yeah.
to Slipknot. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh God.
yeah, it gets a lot more diverse from there. Like
and Diana Ross.
I literally actually need to probably have some Beethoven too.
Hey.
'cause-
Fuck yeah.
Classical
Fucking
is
Beethoven.
Classical is what started.
That's where it
it.
started.
Yeah.
That's where it
Yeah.
started.
Beethoven is the heavy metal of classical music.
Damn right.
Yes.
Yes.
It is potent. It is in your face. It is very different from anything you would hear from Bach or Mozart
And
or.
it's, honestly, it's the most emotional classic.
It,
music you'll ever
yes,
hear.
yes, it is very intense. It is very intense stuff, and I have to agree with you there. But
That's
are you
that's
done?
mostly because
that was my
Beethoven's
three,
music
so-
told a story. Every
Okay.
This one I want to
composition he
hear.
had.
Yeah.
So I will tell you this: I will have to take Metallica's "Injustice for All" because I believe that is one of their finest records. It is the one. It's one of those
pissed
things
off
where
on that record.
most great heavy metal records come from pain, and that one was the one they released almost immediately after.
After Cliff
Cliff
died,
Burton's
right after Cliff
died
died,
after Cliff Burton's death.
It was pissed off.
and they were just you
Bitter.
could hear and feel all the pain in that entire album, and it was fantastically done in such a way that even at times Metallica themselves had trouble playing it again because it was just so well put together.
and the way that James Hetfield's voice
He was
on that, you'll never
hear him like that again.
This isn't over yet. In time you will see that